G
G
L
L
E
E
S.
S. Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that. You know what it is, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Fully Fresh, aka the General. That sun is shining. Aka the General here reporting for duty. Also, aka a fourth of the Better Bird podcast. If you have not done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there, man. I appreciate it. Seriously, man. We got some things to talk about, y'all. We definitely got some things to talk about, man. First, before I get into this, I got to give a heavy shout out, man. It's my anniversary. Well, it has been for the last week, man. I got to give a shout out to my wife, Tashira. Man, when you talk about the heart and soul of everything that I do, one of the reasons why I'm able to give y'all this content, you know, at first, I'm not gonna lie, she really wasn't on board with it, you know what I mean? But once she seen that the passion that I was given to this, she like, you know what, I got your back, man. That's the reason why I got that microphone, like man, everything, a lot of things that the reason I'm able to give y'all this content is because of her, man. Because of her, seriously. But at the end of the day, man, gotta shout her out. Also, gotta shout y'all out, man. Appreciate everybody that came through on the live last night, man. The call-in, man. Shout out to all of y'all, seriously, man. Seriously, shout out to all of y'all that came through. And then shout out to everybody that was on Fully Notion page. I was live with y'all for like 5 hours last night, man. I was live. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out the sun, man. All right, we good? Yeah, we good. I was live with y'all for like 5 hours last night, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it was fun. It was fun. It was tiresome, though. I mean, good night of sleep. But, what we came here to do today is, man, what we need to talk about today is mid-season grades. It's time to ante up. It's time for them report cards, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start at the higher up, and I'm gonna go all the way down. Howie Roseman for mid-season. So this is containing the draft. This is containing the off-season. This is containing all that. I'm actually going to give Howie Roseman a B-, because when you look at it, I think that he filled every hole that you needed, except for probably linebacker. But I still feel as though Jim Schwartz, when I say he wanted McQueen and all that kind of stuff, I still feel as though Jim Schwartz defense does not need or not want. I'm not saying need. He does not want a linebacker. So I'm gonna have to give him a B-, man. Bringing in all these rookies, drafting all these rookies, getting the speed that we finally wanted for Carson Wentz. Making some awesome. I don't really like the Hargrave John that I'm looking at it. Like, I thought it was going to be better. I ain't going to lie to you. I think Hargrave needs to be better. He should be dominant. You're getting one-on-one every single time. I think Malik Jackson is playing way better than him. And that was a last year pick. So the Hargrave, I'm really scratching my head on. Now, what I can say is the Darius Slay pickup, yup. Nikel Roby-Coleman, I'm a little iffy about that. I understand he had one game, he was just barbecue chicken. I think that was the Rams game. But other than that, I don't think he played too bad. You know what I mean? I think Will Parks was the piece that this defense was missing. He was that Malcolm Jenkins kind of guy that can play in the box, that can also play outside, picking up Kayvon Wallace, drafting Kayvon Wallace, should I say. We haven't seen what these young linebackers could do. So, man, when you look at the draft, when you look at the offseason, I got to give Howie Roseman a B-. Let's go to Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson, man, you get a D to me. You get a D to me, man. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, we tied one game that we should have won with Cincinnati. And I understand everybody saying, well, if we would have lost that game, we probably wouldn't be in first place, whatever. You supposed to be aggressive, Doug. You wrote a book called Fearless. But it seems like you're fearless and your stupidity of play calling is getting in the way. You don't know which one is which sometimes. I got a problem with that. I got a problem that you never roll your quarterback out. And he's a rollout quarterback. That's who he is. Why don't you continuously do that? When you roll him out, you see what happens. He makes good plays. He sees the field. He scans the field better. But you choose not to do that. I got to give him a D, man. He has to do better. Situational football stinks. It stinks, man. It really does. Like first of all, the 4th and 3, not only was it a bad play call to me, and I understand, people going to put the all-22 up. He should have got rid of the football. All right, cool. You know what I mean? But then you just rushed everybody to the line. Call a freaking timeout on 4th down if you ain't got time. I understand, well, Carson Wentz should do that, but no, your coach, that should be the first one. So your coach is telling you to hurry up and go to get everybody off balance. So why the heck is Carson Wentz going to call timeout? I give Howie Roseman a D. Jim Schwartz actually gets a B- to me. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. The more and more that I look at it, it has been no bombs over Baghdad on us. Last year, what kept happening? Terry McLaurin, all type of dudes was bombs over Baghdad. We was getting mossed, all that. And I think the longest pass was probably I want to say the Golden Tate one. That's probably was the longest one on us, and that was a tough catch. But when you look at it, this defense has changed. I think he's been utilizing Darius Slay right, not having him play as much as backup. You know what I mean? Like a backup instead of playing bumper run coverage. You know what I mean? I've been seeing him play more bumper run coverage. He's been taking the first wide receiver, the number 1 wide receiver. He's been doing that. I think Jim Schwartz switched up a lot of his things, man. Like to fit what Darius Slay got going on. And shout out to him for that. Like a lot of coaches don't do that, you know what I mean? But they need to, and I feel as though that's what Jim Schwartz needed to do in the beginning of the season. He did that, and I gotta commend him for that. It is some things that I have problems with. The 6 defense, I don't understand it. I never will, but it is what it is. He keep doing it, and hopefully that stops. Had some injuries. Sometimes we don't even know who's playing cornerback, but still we don't really get barbecue chicken like that. I think we like 5th in passing this year, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But my thing is, the reason that he doesn't get an A or he doesn't get a B+ is some things that you don't stop that I got a problem with. I had a problem with Jared Goff going 13 for 13. I had a problem with Ben Roethlisberger going 7 for 7 before incompletion. I have a problem with you not stopping a rollout. I got a problem with you not stopping the end rounds. So these things need to be fixed, but everybody's not perfect. So that's why I give him a B-. Let's go to the quarterback. The quarterback to me gets a C-. The quarterback to me gets a C- because you can argue with D. You can argue with D. You know what I mean? But when you look at it, man, everything, like nothing is helping him except for Travis Fulgham and Greg Ward. Nothing else is helping him. His star running back out. It was to the point that him and Jason Kelce was the only starters on the field. The only starters on the field. Just think about that. Like no other quarterback has to deal with anything like that. Just you. It's just me and you. You and your center, like, man, so when you look at it, the pieces that he got and everything that he's been doing, the comebacks that he's been trying to put together, and I think that was handcuffed, one by Jim Schwartz and the other one by his other coach. Now, I understand the last thing that we saw from Carson Wentz was not good. But I'm not just gonna judge him off of that one game. He did play 6 other games. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, man, I got to give him a C-. I don't think he played well, but I don't think he played as bad as a lot of people think, man. When you look at it, when you got your coach handcuffing you, not doing things that are best for you, I got a problem with that. You know what I mean? So let's keep it going. Wide receivers, I'm going to get a wide receivers a B. I'm going to get a wide receivers a B because they've been stepping up when called on. Now, I understand the high tower drops. That can't happen. Even Fulgham, I think, dropped a touchdown. Rhaegar dropped a touchdown. The first 2 games, I thought as though them interceptions was on them, but they're rookies, so I get it. But at the same time, man, when called upon, these dudes has stepped up to the challenge. These dudes have stepped up to the challenge, and I can't really get on them for that. Tight ends, I'm gonna get it. Tight ends, man. It's I'm gonna give them a B. I'm gonna get them a B minus, because of the play of Zach Ertz. When Dallas Goedert is in there, I think that he has been dominant except for last game. Even Richard Rodgers has come in. Coleman got a touchdown. So when you look at it, man, I feel as though the tight ends are doing a job. They're blocking okay. You know what I mean? But it's Zach Ertz that's holding y'all back. And that's crazy to say. I'm gonna go to running back. Running back to me they get a C plus. They get a C plus. And it's not even really their fault that they get a C plus. They just don't put enough impact on the game. And it's not their fault, it's the coach's fault. Once again, that's why Doug Peterson gets a D. You don't run the football enough. Last week you should have ran the football way more times. Boston Scott had 75 yards at the half, and then you running 8 more times. Are you freaking kidding me? So but just because of them not playing as much, I give them a C. So where I'm at now, I just did the running backs. I'm gonna go now we're gonna go defense. No, offensive line. Offensive line, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is hard to judge. This is hard to judge because it's like, dude, like you lead the league in giving up sacks. Is some of that on Carson? Yes. You lead the league in quarterback hits. Is some of that on Carson? Yes. But the midship line, like we had, like I gotta look at the numbers, man. I think we had like 12 different linemen play. Like literally like 10 or 12 different linemen at least, yo. So when I look at it, man, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give the line a C. I gotta get a line a C, man. I think the best line that we should have right now at left guard, it should be Jordan Mailata. At left tackle, it should be Salamalu when he comes back. Of course, center is Jason Kelsey. Matt Pryor should be your right guard. And your right tackle, Lane Johnson. I think that right there, you're good. I think you're good with that. But because of the ins and outs, the midshift that Jason Peters want to do. Matter of fact, I'll put Jason Peters at right tackle. Sorry. I'll put Jason Peters at right tackle, especially since you paid him. So, yeah, I'll put Jason Peters at right tackle or at left tackle and make Salamalu go to the right tackle. So I would put, just imagine if you got Jordan Mailata and Jason Peters on the left side. Who is going to stop that? Oh, man. All right, so offensive line, it gets a C. I'm going to go straight to the defensive line. Defensive line, to me, Brandon Graham got y'all A minus. Brandon Graham has been balling. Now, Fletcher Cox has been coming into his own, but I just needed more from him. I needed more from Fletcher Cox, but he's been coming to his own, man. Shout out to him for that. But Brandon Graham been playing on a whole nother level, man. Josh Sweat, I thought he was hot in the beginning. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here beating my chest like, yeah, that's my guy. I picked him. But he slowed down. He has slowed down. Even Derek Barnett has really slowed down a little bit. You know what I mean? But they're still making impact plays. They're stopping the run if it's not a wide receiver in the round. You know what I mean? They shut down Zeke, basically. I think Zeke only had like 41 yards. So the defensive line, to me, gets an A minus. They get an A minus. I ain't gonna lie. They are the staple of this defense. You want to know what our people want to know what we represent and what is our force? It's a defensive line. So let's go to corners. Corners, because of Darius Slay, I'm gonna give y'all a B minus. I'm gonna give y'all a B minus because when you look at it, man, a lot of the reasons that we don't stop the end around wide receivers is because of you too. They are your man. The wide receiver is your man, and you should not keep getting blocked by linemen and stuff like that. So I got a problem with that. But Darius Slay has been lights out, only averaging 30 yards on to a wide receiver that he's playing against. And Cal Ruby Coleman, like I said, he only had one bad game. Did I do corners already? It felt like I did corners already, man. I'm gonna go to linebackers. Linebackers, to me, I ain't gonna lie, y'all get a C. Y'all get a C. Nathan Gary lead in the league and was top 5 last week, and top 5 not last week, but up to last week in tackles. You know what I mean? I understand we get at him a lot, we get on him a lot, but I think TJ Edwards is a better player at that position. You know what I mean? TJ Edwards, you use Duke Riley, you use the younger guys, Taylor and Bradley, and also you use, I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, man, shout out to them, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I think that they're playing better than we thought that they would. You know what I mean? Nathan Gary, I understand he stinks. He's not good. I just don't think that that's his position that he needs to play. Maybe he needs to play outside linebacker. I don't think Mike middle linebacker is not him. I think that's it. I think that's all the positions, man. I ain't writing nothing down. Everything freestyle, y'all. Everything off the brain. So I want to say that's it. I'm not sure, man. Oh, safeties to me. I ain't gonna lie. I give y'all C plus. I think Rodney McLeod is playing good, but it's some plays that like you lead like that Pittsburgh play. I ain't gonna lie, like it shouldn't have. Nathan Gary shouldn't have been in that position. But if you are Rodney McLeod and you see Nathan Gary in that position, you gotta help. You gotta help. You don't go to Juju Smith-Schuster's side, who has really done nothing all game because Darius Slay shut him down. You know what I mean? So you got to go to the middle of the field. You got to help Whitman called out. And who knows? He probably still score. I don't know. But I think that's everybody, man. If I miss somebody, comment below. And I will go back and comment, or I will leave it in my next video if I left out a position, man. But like I said, appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate everybody doing what they doing, showing up, commenting, man. Seriously, man, keep it going. Until next time, yo that.